Cool. Heads up, my brain is dying at the moment, so...
Don't die, Brain.
Would you like
Don't die, Brain.
to
Would you like to
choose someone else to give the recap?
Sob for 5
If you
minutes.
You have the option because it is your week for the recap. But if your brain is tapped out, you can pick someone else.
Yeah, you're good. Don't worry
well,
about
I
too
mean,
much.
on the one hand, it's like, okay, cool, but then that gives my brain another thing to do to decide.
Oh, that's fair. Or you can just opt out, and I will make them fight.
Okay.
Okay, everybody roll except for Emily.
Can I get a pass on this one because I wasn't there last week and Ace was not involved?
What do you mean Ace wasn't involved? You
That's
don't remember
fair.
the whole thing? The whole thing we did with Ace? Well, we
No.
killed him.
Killed Ace.
You don't remember that? You don't remember that? Man, I'm so sorry. about
Ace
all
was
the
probably
gold
just
we
talking with
lost.
Beatrice the entire time.
Welby it decided it didn't like you, I guess.
Story initiative. It looks like Noctis, the bad grandpa.
All right.
That's
Hey, Ellie, don't go down there with your balloon if you don't want to lose it.
That's a reference to
Keep it in
something,
your
Andrew, and I am tired, but I think I remember. Anyway.
All right, Noctis. What happened?
All right. Heads up, I'm also very, very tired. But anyway,
We'll fine. We'll be fine.
okay, so from what I remember last week, we had no one die, except for Ace, which is very sad.
I still got 7 lives, 6 lives.
Oh yeah,
I almost died 5.
yeah. He pulled a what's the cartoon
Puss in
character like?
Boots.
Well, like you were mourning over a person in a coffin, and then the character comes in from off screen, and like, who's that guy?
Like Brick from Anchorman.
Yeah, he pulled a brick. He pulled a brick. We killed him, and he pulled a brick. Anyway, no. Last session was not super intense. I got to interact with, I believe, Riley of my grandchildren, and my oldest grandchild is still playing aloof. But I will get through that hard heart of his. Maybe we'll see. If yeah, I mean, I guess it's up to him. I'm still not gonna try and impose myself, but I would like to. And very exciting. Johannes agreed to go to the wedding as a +1 as a formal date with Ametrine. So, or at least he acknowledged that Ametrine wanted him to go as such. All things being equal, that being the least common denominator. Trying to remember what else. Having a hard time remembering.
Moonstones.
I mean, we didn't do much. Mama Kent
It was pretty chill.
Yeah. Mama Kent, like, fell asleep after being relieved from Body Watch. And that's basically
Right.
all that she did, so.
Riley licked Beatrice.
That's right! And Beatrice was, like, offended. Riley had to be told not to lick strangers or anybody.
Only after Johannes informed her that people are made of meat. When she said people are not made of vegetables.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Noctis?
No, that's good and excellent.
All right, so that is where we left off. Trying to remember what time of day we left off at. I think it was evening. Yeah, because we had the campfire thing happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So everyone is preparing to sleep. Is there anything you all would like to do before taking your rests for the night?
Is this the day where like I've already fallen asleep that evening?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
You don't have the option.
Cool,
You're
cool.
asleep.
I'm asleep.
This is like fresh after the
Yes, you are still reeling from the conversation where Amethyst had to call you to be like, Ametrine's freaking out. Please confirm whether you hate him or not.
I will read another page from the journal and see if there's anything about relationships, romantic advice,
Sure,
things like that. Things I've never ever heard in my life.
Let me get that pulled up real quick.
Damn you,
here.
Abigail, editing all my young adult novels to have no romance scenes because you thought my young mind was too impressionable.
We are having game night. This is game night.
This?
Yes. I'm sorry that my notes look really boring to you. This is what game night looks like.
Yeah, they're so boring.
Tell us, does it
Quick,
say anyone
quick
dies?
Quick send them now.
I'm sorry, Johannes. That wasn't Abigail. That was me.
What?
Okay, let's see. Do I have all of these marked off correctly?
You'd get frustrated with them because the people weren't acting logically, so I removed them.
Why would you put your mouth on another person's mouth?
Oh, no.
That's disgusting.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Holy dokely. Come,
You're
purple
looking
magic wizard
for-
guys. What would your d6 roll me?
Isn't there
Four.
a song that's like a G6?
Yeah. Fine.
Wow.
That's an
Way to
ancient-
bring it like middle school. Thanks.
I know that song from Hoodwinked.
Oh, this is perfect.
I
I know.
love that movie.
Boy.
I don't know. Just considering the previous night. So here is the journal entry that you are able to decipher for tonight. I did not see her face in the dream, only the mask with the glowing eyes and a draping cloak of moss. I wanted to ask questions of her, but before I could, she asked me what I feared. I did not even have the chance to speak my answer before it manifested around me. Bones at the foot of a cold mountain, more raining down as I stood. The cries of bereaved families echoed on the wind. So many bones, human, halfling, dragon. The bones of every war I have survived.
Can I roll a quick religion check or history? What?
Either one. Yeah, that's okay.
This is referring
baby.
to the centaur lady, right?
No. This sounds like something different.
In the
That's-
dragon bones?
17 plus 6. So that's math. That's 31. No, hold on. My math is way off there. I did something. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
Just a minute.
23. It's 23. I don't know where I got 31. My brain's gone. I blame Mark.
You're welcome.
What is your
25. 23. 23. It's a 23. Seven.
what did you roll? History or religion?
Oh, history.
History. Okay. Hey, your answer is going to be different
I
depending on
don't
what you
know
rolled.
how to
you know?
read.
You rolled history and got, I'm so sorry, 27?
23.
20 something? 23? Oh, okay. Go ahead, baby. Okay, 23 on history. As you are thinking about this, and then go brush your teeth. Sorry, bedtime is happening over here in real life. The glowing eyes and the cloak of moss sound familiar to you in that you have heard stories. Okay, go brush your teeth. Of people, things that live in the glistering woods that no one has ever seen or that no one has ever found. The people are sure exist, that there is rumored to be a clan of landlocked elves that live secretly in the woods. And this is what they are rumored to look like if you are ever lucky, unlucky enough to come across one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? Unrelated, but on that history roll, you recall something else that you'd been trying to puzzle out yesterday or earlier in this day, in regards to figuring out who Ace is. You recall there is a family, the Chalkidri family, that two of them are in prison currently for being political radicals, for being traitors to the crown. And their son, Roan, has been missing for some time.
Can I get a spelling on that name? Chalkidri? Oh, yeah, thanks. I'm not the only one.
Don't forget the silent 7 in the name.
This is not a family
Wow,
that I
I would
have
not
a pedigree
I
chart.
thought you
That's
did.
a name.
Wait, hold on.
No, you do. I know you do because I know that I sent you notes about them.
Oh,
This was
God.
information that I know you had.
Maybe I'm
I
just
checked.
not remembering that specific name. Give me a second.
I'm like, is this too good to be true? Did we find out who I am? Or is the DM just like, here you go, here's a fake identity for you. Let's see how. Oh boy.
Funny is
Watch this. This isn't. We just pull like a what is it, Prince and Pauper,
I'll be
or
right there.
like you just Parent Trap switch, or just you're just like this is definitely definitely your son here.
Funnily
We
enough.
just
Uh-huh.
pulled out.
Oh, this is lovely.
Oh, I do have this one.
Road.
Oh, wait a second.
You do.
This one is
Ron Chalkidri.
interesting that this is the most recent one that you had sent me just randomly.
I
If
like
someone
this
wanted
name.
To Parent
How
Trap
long
me and my
ago
wife
did I
together
send it to
again,
you,
I'd be
Zal?
happy.
September 5th.
Yeah, just for clarity, for transparency, when he says the most recent one, it was when I was sending him those in September.
Yeah, no. Like, it wasn't like, oh yes, here you randomly go. Interesting.
Slide some names under the table.
You said
Wink,
there was
wink.
2 sons in jail currently?
Parents are in jail.
The parents of Ron.
Okay. That makes sense. Gotcha.
This does make sense. Oh boy.
You have no
And Ron's location has been unknown for a time. Ages would match up, and as for appearance, well, this guy looks like he's been somewhat altered by the Fae, so that's a little hard to say.
Tee.
Oh no! Wait a second. Oh no! No! This is not as bad as I was thinking, but it also is bad. Oh well, it's fine. It'll be funny if you sneak into the party because then I'll confirm or deny suspicions, I guess. Ah, cool. With that, I guess I'm just gonna go. I wonder if I could sleep tonight. So I'm not going to tell anyone anything. I'm too busy wondering how I'm going to mess up this wedding where I dress in a moonstone costume that sounds super dope.
Oh, looking at my notes, I think we left off with Johannes trying to dream. That was like where we ended last time. Last time.
Oh yeah, it was. You're right.
Yeah, voices of Father and Uncle Harold is the last thing.
Oh
in my notes.
no, I had just woken up from horrible nightmare.
Yes. And decided to go for.
No, wait. No, because we had gotten past that, right? Are you sure? Are we sure?
Yeah, I think you
I think
had
that was the
woken
night
up from-
before.
Yeah, because I had
I
tried.
believe
that was
so.
the night
If we
before.
got past that, then this is not the night that I fell asleep early. Then.
Yeah, because this is the next
Okay,
night. This is
well-
the next night. You're awake. This is after all the
Okay,
things.
if I'm awake,
We may
I'm
have
probably.
accidentally skipped a day, but we're going to deal with it. It'll be fine.
It's all good.
Because I was gonna say, because we had all slept and done our thing, and I had woken up
No,
next to the body.
Yeah, no, we didn't skip a day because that was last night. Because then in the morning he told Noctis that he knew that Noctis didn't kill Harold. So we definitely had that
Okay.
day.
Yeah, we had the day,
And maybe
I-
you're awake. You're fine.
Okay.
Yes. And it's actually, is it like midday? It's not even evening time yet.
We have skipped to evening time because I forgot what time of day it was.
That's just fine. At this point,
Just have a
we have made
Yeah.
the plans for the
Yes.
outfits.
Blame it on the Fae.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Question
made
It's the
DM.
baseball.
How is Ace being treated at the camp, knowing that like he was with the head, or he had been captured by the headhunters, and you know, Creed was not very keen on having anyone there?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely saw the Trovelon headhunters leave you for dead and convinced Welby to save you. You know, you were patched up, you're fed. They're trying to help you figure out what to do with your life now.
Okay.
'Cause they're
So it's
they're
not like they're just, like,
"Hey,
ostracizing me."
No. They know
Okay.
you didn't like bring them here kind of thing. They're just like, hey, are you
Gotcha.
gonna like be here? They might come back.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
It tastes like bath bomb.
Okay. Mwah. Go give Daddy a hug. Okay, go give Daddy a hug.
I'll be
Good night.
waiting.
She's on her
Great
way
job.
to bed. Yeah, so you've just been hanging out, sort of recovering from the very unfortunate, terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day that you had, where you got captured by the Trovelon and then they kind of tried to kill you.
Yeah. All right. I was like, if I was being treated kind of as a, I don't know what the word is, but if I was not being well received, then I would kind of be like that weird guy that's trying to be part of the group and just kind of hanging on the outskirts from everybody. But
Johannes?
since that isn't
No,
what's
not so much being ostracized. It's not quite like they're just opening you with welcome arms because they're a little nervous about the kind of trouble you could bring.
okay, so I will be doing that
So
then.
they're like,
He's-
hey, we'll make sure you're okay, but like, do you maybe have somewhere else to be sometime soonish? We don't know.
Okay. Ace is like 50 feet away from the party's camp, just kind of awkwardly being there, and anytime anybody makes eye contact or sees him, he just gives a friendly little smile and wave, but doesn't interpose himself.
Sounds good. As you're hanging out over there, and Chess comes up to you. Chess has been here. You've met Chess before, also, so
Okay.
you know who this guy is. Because it comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, so what is your plan now? Are you gonna head to meet up with the other Fletchers, or are you gonna, I guess, commit?"
Oh, committing, that's, well, why do
You
people
don't have a lot
commit
of
to
options
things?
left, buddy.
There's plenty of options. There are always
Yeah?
options. Yeah, there are.
Name a few.
Well, I could, yes, well, take off the hat and I could do this and, like, you like magic tricks?
I am a magic trick.
Wonderful! Have you ever seen a rabbit come out of a hat?
No, for the sake of your bit.
And Ace is gonna put his hand in the hat and pull it up, and then he will cast Disguise Self, and he'll just turn into a hare again. Ta-da! Could just be like this for a while. I'll put the hat back on and drop it.
One.
Hang out here. Or, well, I could, just go wandering, meandering, make it back to one of my homes, see what, if there's any other trouble to get into. Although there is a party happening soon-ish, and I do love parties, especially parties I haven't been invited to. So that's a very tempting thing. But the question is, how do I make myself get to that party when they don't necessarily... I think they think I'm a cop. I'm not a cop, but they don't believe
They
me.
think you're a cop?
Yeah, it's...
You're the worst cop I've ever met.
Can you go tell them that? That'd be great.
Tell them that you're the worst cop I've ever met. I think they
Tell them
might
that I
think
could-
you're a cop if I say that.
That's fair. That's fair. Just trying to pay. I owe them something. I mean,
They
her
definitely
son
saved your life.
literally saved. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You
were
did with his own life. So I owe them big time. You know how I like it's a thing. You know, you deal with the
That's
Fae owing people, like things got to be balanced. But like I don't quite know
That's
how to.
true. You do got to pay your debts. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
get in big trouble. I don't.
It's hard to like interpose yourself into a group who's just had a loss. So I'm at a loss
True.
on how to like.
Yeah.
I mean, they took all my money, so I can't necessarily be like, here's a lump sum of gold. Like, but then that's putting the price of a soul to monetary value, and that just never. That we don't go there. So I don't know what to
That's
do.
kind of you.
I was trying to talk to their
Ugh.
beat, but well,
Beatrice is
I don't
nice,
think.
I think.
Yeah. Beatrice seems very, very nice. Just isn't. I'm not her. I'm not her type of radish, you know. Beets and radishes would just.
Were you trying to flirt with their vegetables?
I was just being a gentleman, introducing myself.
All right. All right.
Like,
Whatever you got going on, that's none of my business, but it sure is entertaining. Now,
yeah. So,
well,
I'll see if they come talk to me.
people.
If they seem like they're good people. They do.
Yeah.
They interest me. Very.
they're the most entertaining people I've met in a while, so you will definitely not be bored.
Oh, interest me for several reasons, but that is definitely one of them. I feel like they have a lot they don't share.
Maybe.
Just like you. Do you have any fun things that you've heard through the grapevine as of recently? Any
You gotta be
rumors
careful
or
when I talk to you, buddy. You get people talking, and they say things they didn't even mean to say. And it's coming from
you
me.
caught me.
I am a notorious gossip.
I know, that's why we're
I
friends.
gotta be careful around you.
Oh,
You got me into trouble last time.
it's just a little bit. You got your toes back eventually.
That was a bad week. Okay, do you know how hard it
I'm
is to be sneaky without
sorry.
toes? My whole
Just a
thing is
little.
hide and don't fight people. Anyway,
Yeah, I get that. I get the whole not fighting people. It's a lot easier that way. But yeah, if you got any gossip, you know who to come to.
the
You know I won't
juiciest
share it with
stuff I've
anyone.
heard recently is about these guys, and so I feel like it would be a little rude to tell you that
It's
way.
not
You'll probably
rude.
get it from the source. Maybe.
Oh, I guess that's fair. Can you just give me a little hint? Just dingle the carrot.
Well, Welby's dad is very short.
What is that? You piqued my curiosity.
I think I'm gonna leave it at that because it's more fun that way. I'm gonna let you stew on that. Well, I'll be around. Good luck with that whole thing.
Thanks. It's always a pleasure.
Probably use some cheering up after all that.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be rude. That would
I know.
my type of cheering up is fireworks and explosions and little butterflies that fly out and cheap parlor tricks that I make that I just scam people scam people with.
Yeah.
This isn't what they need. That wouldn't be very gentlemanlike.
Yeah.
I'm just letting them have their distance. I've opened the door to a relationship. We'll see if they.
Just don't lick the beat. I heard she does not like that.
Oh, ew! How? Who licked the beat? How rude!
Child. It's like
Do you know where any frogs are? I'm gonna have to go get some frogs. That child's gonna have frogs in their bed tonight, and Ace is just gonna go start looking for them.
Good luck.
Noctis isn't there for the conversation, but his ears prick up.
His grandpa senses are tingling.
Noctis looks over and you just see Chess and he just waves. He's like, eh.
I'm staring at you like this, and neither of us know why.
I
Yeah.
don't like
You
the
okay,
angle on
buddy?
that dog.
It's like an animation when you shouldn't draw things from straight on.
That's horrifying looking.
It's pretty bad.
because
Jess is looking at you
because
like,
the-
hey, buddy, you good?
Ugh.
I don't know. Are we?
I can't.
This is all just said with like eyebrow raises. That's all that this conversation is through.
It cut back to when we were in Andrew's campaign, and I was staring at people all the time from extreme distances.
Sure, that was really funny. Jess awkwardly leaves at that point because he doesn't know what's happening with Noctis.
What time of the night is it? Or what time of the day? Are we saying early
it's like-
evening?
It's evening, early evening. People can be heading to bed, or they can do some other things if they want.
I would like to go find what's his name? Oh, damn it. Apollo. Creed.
Apollo, Creed.
Hold on, which one is the
Those are two
adult
different people.
real child?
Creed. The baby is
Is
Apollo.
Noctis's son, who's
Cool,
an adult.
cool.
with
I'm going for
children.
Creed.
Okay. I was like, we've got to know which one you're talking about. They're very different people. They just look the same as babies. Anyway,
And they share
Yeah, you
the
can find
inspiration
Creed.
for the name from the same person.
right.
Because I've already sent the message
So you're
for
going
him
to find
for the day. Yeah, I'm going to go find Creed.
Yeah, you can find him talking to some other people by the central fire.
Does it look like he's busy? I don't want to interrupt anything if he is. I know he is like.
It looks
in
like
fact, a busy
casual
man.
chatting. It looks more like casual chatting and discussion, less like an official meeting, like there you saw earlier when there was sort of a more official council thing going on. This doesn't look like that.
Good. I'll kind of like awkwardly sit near him, but wait for his conversation to dwindle.
Roll an insight check.
Oh, damn it.
5 hours later.
He
Oh.
keeps talking because he doesn't want to talk to you.
You know, it's funny because I forget that Johannes is political, so he's actually super insightful if I roll better. That's a 12. And I want you to know how bad I rolled because my insight is a +5.
Oh. You go and the conversation pretty soon after you sit nearby dies down and some people split off, and you spend a minute wondering if that happened because you came near
I assume.
or
I
just
assume.
naturally. And Creed, though, has stayed. He looks over at you and can I help you?
It's less about you helping me and more about me giving you something. And I'm just gonna kind of fish in my pockets, and I'm gonna pull out a singular bead. And I'm gonna go, listen, I know you have a lot of feelings and thoughts about your father, and that's fine. But no, there's not really a but. I can't tell you he's a good person or anything like that because I don't really know. Anyways, I hand him a bead. I go, this current color tells you he is alive and healthy. It will blink. It will darken essentially if he dies. That way, at least, you don't have to wonder if he's ever just gonna, appear at random in your camp again. I mean, it won't tell you if he's coming, but at least it'll let you know when he dies, and you don't have to worry about him anymore. You also won't have to worry about rumors of him being dead any longer as well. And I'll just kind of hand it to him, and I go, it might be worthless, you can throw it away if you'd like, it's yours. I'm just gonna awkwardly walk away.
Thanks, I think.
At least one of us is thinking, and I shrug and I keep walking. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try and dream again.
Hang on. I just realized something, teacher.
Teacher.
I just
Yeah?
realized that. Why did my brain drop his name? Gosh darn it.
Creed.
But-
Apollo.
Creed?
Creed can talk to Johannes.
Mhm.
Interesting. Good to
Johannes
know.
isn't a member of the ruling noble house.
I am.
Oh, it's only the
am-
ruling noble house?
Yeah, that was what they specified at the beginning, which is why I was like, "Who is this dragonborn that he cannot talk to? Who?" No,
Also,
I
it's
am.
very telling that he can talk to me.
I was gonna say
It is.
to put it into perspective, right? Like, Johannes is not in a line of succession even for his family, right? But well, I mean, he's technically in the line, but like not really because elves live for fucking ever. But the family themselves are not like super high up. It'd be more like being raised in a military family. Like my family aren't generals by any means, but they're like known as good, good battle mage soldiers. They have land and things, but they don't by any means make political decisions. Like if they showed up and they're like, "Well, this is my opinion," someone might go, "Noted," and that's like the extent of it, at least as far as I've interpreted it.
Yeah, you guys are not the highest echelons. But your nobility.
Nobility. We have our area that we govern, but we do not by any means rule anything.
Yes. Correct.
Otherwise, it'd be a lot more,
Right.
awkward.
All right. Does anyone else have something they'd like to do for this evening?
I think I do.
Yes, Mama Kent.
That's more of a. Well, it's more of a. Sorry, I have it all written out, and then my point A to point B. Just kind of what Mama Kent is doing, and with Beatrice and stuff. But I think that evening. It could have been the previous evening too, but time wibbly wobbly. I guess last evening she actually slept. But she's laid out she's like cleaned him up. She put on the coat that she'd made for him that she was waiting for his birthday.
Oh.
It's not the most polished looking coat, but it's made from Chimera and owlbear hide. Has there are some embroidered beats on places and lots of pockets that she'd been hiding things in for him to hide to find later. Some of the pockets are big enough to hold jars of beats and stuff.
This is Hagrid's coat.
Yeah, well, there's now a handful of hair in one of the pockets too. So she kind of and she cleaned him up. And then she put the Cyrus's cloak back on top. And then she thinks about when they found Pa and how back then she'd had another pair of hands to help. Like Beatrice is still appreciated, of course, but not quite as dexterous or as easy at lifting, and also Pa was closer to her own size, and Kel hadn't been as small as her since he was a toddler. And thinking about how days ago Kel had been worried about her getting hurt. That she hadn't been worried about herself, just for Kel's only for Kel's sake, that she'd lived a good long life and maybe she'd happen upon Pa again in the next one. Or that's what she thought. But now putting together what Cyrus and Kel and you and Johannes have said, she's not so sure about that. And then she kind of goes into talking to Beatrice. I mean, probably all of this is like she's kind of talking to Beatrice about all this. That's so quiet. My brain is freaking out. But she...
What does she do with the cloak that Cyrus left behind?
She placed it back on top of him after she'd done put the
Like a little
the
blanket.
coat on and like cleaned him up and probably kind of examined she's not too squeamish. She kind of examined the wound as well. If there's anything of note there besides, I don't know, the fact that there's a hole and no heart.
Well, as the body is not decomposing, cleaning him up does help. He doesn't start to smell bad or anything. He's just the way he's always been, except cold and unmoving. Which is both sort of nice that you're not having him decompose you, but also a little bit of a strangeness to everything. Okay. That is what Mama Kent is spending her evening doing. Anything for Welby?
Welby's mostly pining after Puma at this point. Like, he got that little snippet of being able to kind of communicate with her, and he's just feeling lonely and sad. Wants to be home, or wants her here, or somehow have them together. Wishing he had the magic to just be there.
Right.
And he'll go to sleep sad like that.
Okay. All right. We're headed into the evening here, but Johannes said BRB, so we can't go to his attempt to dream unless he returns.
My neighbor is knocking.
All right. Go deal with your neighbor.
I'm gonna explain another. I guess we can wait. Well, I guess if we're not gonna
Go
do
for
things
it.
like
Go
the
for
turns. So in other nations, so you have king, queen, duke, count. It's like it's basically like president, governor, county, or like county count level, and then baron, which is like mayor. But in other nations, a marquis is kind of like a thing that belongs to both dukes and counts, and specifically they rule territories of military importance and strategic importance. So like there can be like a marquis count and like a marquis there's like a Germanic word for like the duke version, but they'll be like on the border of like a hostile nation. Is kind of like the difference.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Which is why I think when I talked about where Noctis was from and where he lived on a border.
Yeah, you did have him living on a border, I believe. What border was it? Let me see which border you were on. Which was a bit of a holdover from pre-alliance, since none of the nations are very hostile towards each other as nations anymore in this moment. Trovolon
Yeah, I
being the
think-
iffiest. But you were on the border with Seska, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's right.
But all of them are in alliance but just have historical beef with each other that has been put aside
Yeah.
for this alliance that has been going for, I think now we're in year 73.
Plus, Theba doesn't really
Of the
border
Alliance.
Provolone super heavily, so
Right, there's barely a little thing there in Asparatus, which Asparatus is the central point there for a reason. So yeah, there was no way to really be on the border with Trovolon. Your options were really Seska and Wirian.
yeah.
And Seska's the one you had more historical beef with as a nation.
And I personally have beef with them now.
You have personal beef with them now.
I'm a marquis in my heart.
Fair, all right. You can have
Sure.
whatever vendetta you want. Awesome, welcome back.
Excuse me, I come back and I hear he's got another vendetta.
No, it's the same one. We were just discussing the geopolitics
Oh, okay.
of the regions. Anyway, I think we're going to your attempt to dream.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, sorry, my neighbor wanted to give us treats, so she gave us cookies and things. So very nice.
Oh, cute.
How dare she interrupt? I'm joking.
This is adorable, Emily.
Oh, thanks.
I love it. Yeah, so Johannes, you're attempting to sleep
Yep.
and dream? Great. Go ahead and make me a wisdom save.
That's a 24.
And then roll me a D100.
I don't have those.
I do. It's named Reckless Abandon. All right. 47. Let's see here. Okay. As you fall into sleep, you begin to dream. And why don't you describe to us what you imagine this wedding outfit to look like? What's your
Ooh.
ideal version of it?
Okay. So, is everyone here familiar with what a moonstone actually looks like?
A little bit, I believe.
I could Google it.
Okay, so here,
I'm-
I'm going to show you the best version of a moonstone, image-wise, as to what I'm imagining would be used to make the things, right? So you see that beautiful opalescent, like, milky color in the stone? Now, imagine that with the same iridescence, and moonstone and the light can be very iridescent. So, like, as you move it, it kind of transitions, almost like the wings of a beetle, right? If it was a milky white beetle of sorts, right? So imagine that, but like something with some of the darkness of like certain others, like blue moonstone and things like that. Harder to find those polished, but there was something similar in nature that used to be used a lot until we basically ended up killing it. Was scarab beetles, right? It's this beautiful opalescent and shimmery color. Now, I was figuring the way I imagined it was the entire outfit would be that. Like, it'd be a white suit jacket, like a white tailcoat, covered in like moonstone, like that kind of opalescence, but also because it'd be very heavy, it's not all stone. Mixed in there would be like, other iridescent and shiny things. So like things like, mica to help add that shimmer, beetle wings in times where it'd be possible for the fabric and things like that. But the mask itself is where the focus is, right? So it'd be a white coat, very shimmery, very like shiny. with a black shirt, just to offset the color. The mask itself would be like a black satin with a crescent moon shape that goes over the left half of the face itself, but like mostly over the left eye, and it would be this bright, milky, like moonstone white, and the other half of the mask would be like satin and black, but with like, you know, little sparkles to represent like stars and things, just so it's got that, you know, half moon, that crescent moon shape. And
Love it.
for some reason, I imagined him with a walking stick, with
got your cane.
with a big moonstone, like for the actual handle part itself.
On Hammond style.
Yes, that's how I imagine. It's also very poorly described. I'm not Robert Jordan. I'm not able to give you like how to clean silk and whatever else in my description.
And tell us real quick, how is Johannes feeling about the prospect of this date? Officially now, a
Well,
date.
Bullet point 1. What is a date? Bullet point 2. Are all dates romantic in nature? Bullet point 3. Can it be a date if I am unsure if we are friends? 4. Am I allowed to call him my friend? Right, like he's trying to like work through this because one, like he feels very flattered that like it was agreed that if it's a date if I want it, which means social cue wise that if I want this to be a date, he wants it to be a date. And that means he probably likes me to some extent. How far that extent goes is untested. So that'll be something to figure out somehow. 2, just the fact that he can enjoy, that another person enjoys his company enough to feel like that is very good. It's very nice. It will be the first time that he has ever felt like somebody wants him there, like wants him around for no ulterior motive. Because as we've addressed in the backstory between Noctis and Johannes, Noctis was only there in Johannes's mind at the beginning for the Noctis snacks, right?
Oh,
And you know, whimsy or whatever, but like it never felt like it always felt transactional. And then, you know, other things he realized, oh, it wasn't transactional in that sense anyways.
Nuts.
No, I'm not. This marriage would never happen between Johannes and Ametrine. That is way above my pay grade. Oh no, my family would have me. Well, they would probably be very excited at the prospect, but I think the king would kill me, put me to death. I am way beneath that level. Anyways, no, it feels very, very good. I'm not sure why someone would. Basically, Johannes doesn't know why someone would want him around, but he's pleased at the prospect, though he also, part of him, this gnawing voice at the back of his head is saying it has nothing to do with the fact that he likes you or wants to be friends with you or close to you in any manner. It's because you were hired to look for his mother, and he wants to ensure that you don't turn against him, seeing as you know this secret, and you've gotten closer than anyone else has somehow. So it's just a way to keep an eye on you and make sure you don't leave outside of his sight. So there's this weird balance. Like he's pleased, but also he's wary.
Right?
Mostly
You
because Johannes
find
has
yourself-
no self-worth.
Fair enough. You find yourself in this dream in the middle of a ball, a masquerade. You can't recognize almost anybody else here because everybody's wearing masks. But you know that in this dream you're dancing with Ametrine. His outfit keeps changing because you're not sure what you think he's going to be wearing. which is one of the things that clues you in that this is a dream. Because that's not how clothes work in real life.
What about magic?
And you unfortunately suddenly realize that you do not know the steps to this dance. This is a song you've never heard. This is a dance, but everybody knows it except for you.
Oh no.
I knew it. It was all a plot to embarrass me.
Well, what do you do?
And we're in the middle of the dance floor, and there's this giant choreographed dance, and I don't know what to do.
Yep.
Let me check my spell list. Now, hear me out. Nope, that wouldn't work. Never mind. Don't hear me out on that. How long does the spell take to cast? 1 action. Is everybody looking at me?
As you look around, definitely.
Cool. Oh, I definitely failed that wisdom save with my natural one. So
Oh no!
I cast gaseous form on myself, and I hide. I leave. I fly out of the top of the building or something. I look for an open window to escape.
You leave. Amatrina's looking around. And she's like, Johannes? Where? Johannes? Everyone else turns back to dancing and completely ignores that you have gone, leaving Amatrine there by himself. And you could, you where is somewhere that you would go to hide as a child?
That's a very obvious answer. I'm in the library.
Yep. You immediately upon making your exit from this, you find yourself in the library, and Abigail is there. She doesn't know you're there because you're a fart cloud right now.
So this is a dream, right? Am I in control of
This
this
is a dream.
Do I know it's a dream, or is this just like
You
dream reality where
know
all
it's
of a
a
sudden
dream.
I know it's a dream?
Yes, you know it's a dream, but things are still happening in weird dream ways.
What is Abigail doing?
Whatever Johannes imagines she's doing when she's alone in a library, probably just cleaning, dusting.
Actually, I think she'd be reading.
All right, then she's reading.
Like sneaking books. I feel like there would have been some point where I would have noticed that she would take a little too long dusting in the library or something.
Nice.
And I would have little kids like to spy around and stuff, so at some point I probably noticed she's reading, and so I would, accidentally make more of a mess in the library than normal and be like, oh, sorry, Abigail, will you go clean that? Thank you. Thinking she doesn't realize what I'm doing, but probably my whole life she realized.
I mean, remember, she is pretty close to you in age. So when you were a kid, she was like a couple years older than you.
Which is when it probably would have started, because, sneaking in the books. She definitely knows now. She's like, you don't have to keep doing that. You could just give me verbal permission, whatever.
She's like, this kid, why do elves take so long to grow up?
Because we're fools. No.
So she's in there reading as you make your hasty retreat from the ballroom and you find yourself in the library.
I'm gonna... I don't know. I'm gonna pop out and become myself again after a minute of thinking about becoming myself.
You become yourself again. Abigail looks up. She's like, oh. Were you not enjoying the party?
Everybody was looking at me, and I didn't know how to dance. That specific dance. I think I was brought here to be a fool.
Oh. Well, that's troubling.
At least everyone else was wearing masquerade costumes. This would have been ridiculous otherwise.
You're also wearing a masquerade costume.
I know. Imagine had I shown up as the only person in a masquerade costume and then also not known steps.
That would have been very. I can imagine how humiliating that would be.
I know.
I must ask though, where is your date?
I didn't want to embarrass him further, so I left.
So you left him alone in the middle of a partner dance? Yes, that's sure to be less embarrassing.
That's what I thought.
Oh, okay, let me explain. That's sarcasm. Oh no. Oh no. You know, I need a lot of help, kid.
Why do you think I came to the library?
How are you still this young?
I'm only 51.
Make me feel so much older.
Abigail, we're like the same age.
I know! Well,
I don't know. What do I do if I don't know how to dance?
what do you think? I know the dance?
No, I don't know. Do you know the dance?
I don't. You could have tried something like, maybe we should go outside. I don't feel like dancing, other than abandoning your partner.
Wait, that's an option?
Talking to people?
Listen. When have I ever done that?
Johannes, you're a very smart boy sometimes, but sometimes you're incredibly stupid. It strikes you that Abigail would never say that to you in real life.
But she would think it's...
Oh yeah, you're pretty sure she thinks these things.
You know, I wonder sometime, well, I wonder right now, if this is actually you saying what you think because you think this is your dream, or if this is how I just picture you saying things all the time.
That's a very interesting question. And then you wake up.
I wake up. What time is it? How long have I been asleep?
Oh, you got a full rest. That's just where the dream ended.
I look
Everybody
around.
take a long rest.
I want to make an investigation check at the entire camp.
Of the entire, like the entire caravan, or your guys' camp area?
No, the caravan. I want to, whether it's perceive or investigate, I want to see if I can ascertain who here would know how to dance.
Go ahead and make Ooh, who here would know how to dance?
Ace definitely knows how to dance.
Make
Noctis probably also knows.
I feel like
an insight check. You were at
Ace is-
that campfire, so just make an insight check real quick.
that's an 18 plus 5. So, 23.
I think Ace probably knows how to dance. There was definitely an elven bard by the campfire that seemed to know some things about dancing. He's a landlocked, so you don't know what kinds of dances he knows, but he seemed promising. Other than that, I mean, the people here, you saw them dancing around the campfire. Everybody here knows how to dance. Although whether they know the dances that would be happening at a noble wedding,
I'm going
most
to
of the people here are
find
landlocked.
Ace.
It is morning. Ace. You woke up. Were you just sleeping on the ground nearby, or?
Yeah, probably like 50 feet out, has just his little bedroll, and he has a little teddy bear that he has, and he's cuddling it up, and...
You wake up, realize that there's some frost in your hair from how cold it got over the night. And you
Brush it
start trying
off.
to get that out. Johannes approaches.
Do you know how to dance? Or did
it's
you
a little
trade-
early in the morning to
Or
be
did you
asking
trade
for
that
a
away too?
dance. Oh, no. I would never trade my ability to dance away. That would be That'd be foolish. Dance
Okay.
is what we have.
So,
So-
can you not tell us who you are, or do you not know who you are?
Yes. I haven't figured out which one yet because it's all a little blurry up here and it doesn't translate down there.
So even if I knew who you were, and told you who you were, it probably wouldn't matter.
Oh, it most certainly would matter.
So
Quite enjoy knowing who I am, but doesn't mean that I would know who I am if you know what I mean. So I wish when people ask this type of stuff, these words just come out, and it's really annoying. I wish I could just give people a solid answer, but I bet too much, and this is what you get.
understood.
When you-
All I have is a theory, but you know how to
Ooh, I do
dance.
love.
So I'll trade you. I will trade you
Ooh.
the theory of who you are if you will teach me how to dance at a wedding in noble society.
Ace perks up, brushes off his coat, flips out a magic card, tosses it on the ground, and a little stool appears, and he just sits down on it. That is quite the offer. There's been a couple people that have tried telling me who I am, and it kind of goes one ear out the other. But if you were to tell me, we'll make. I feel like all members of society should know how to dance. So how about we? That seems like a pretty high price just for a dance. Let's do this. A small secret. Something that no one else knows. Can be big, can be small, but it's just a dance. Small little secret you haven't told anybody. I'll put it in my pocket. No one else will know, and you can learn to dance.
So a secret that of mine, or a secret that only I know.
Either work.
I'd lean in and I go, Noctis has dentures, but he thinks that nobody knows. But he lost all his teeth because they rotted out from all the candy he ate.
Oh, he does a very wow. Well, that is impressive. I need to find out who did that. It's good work. Wonderful.
I think he did it himself. I think he literally took them from people and fashioned his own dentures. It's definitely true now. You're canonically a man addicted to candy, and you ate nothing but candy in front of me for 35 years.
Hypoglycemic.
Your teeth are gone. But think of how great it would be for when you switch
Wonderful.
your teeth out for your disguises.
Part of disguises.
Mhm.
Yeah, I sold one of my actual teeth that was
Listen.
pulled out and a root canal.
That
basically
is
says.
true.
It was the only one you
That
had
is
left.
true.
Now it's gone.
Wonderful.
Fine. I'll take it
He doesn't
back.
have to have folded. Yeah,
I'll take
You
it
can
back.
still lie to
Be
Chad. That's
lying.
fine.
you could be lying.
Or I could be telling what I think is the truth.
That's
I'm
also
a
true.
Instagram.
Ace is just taking it. All right. Well, I'm assuming you will need to be the lead, which means you're going to need to put your hand around my waist.
That's very close.
And Ace gets right up next to you and pulls you in. Not close enough. And then Ace will begin walking him through basic steps to several, dances that are taught at, your preteen years when you start going to social gatherings. And
Yeah, Johannes, if you attended regular lessons that your parents set for you, you would know these dances.
Yeah, I know these basic ones, like,
Okay,
yeah, Ace is just like seeing where your level is at right now. So,
okay.
and then he'll start to to just adjust to where his level is at as he's going about, and he's also giving him the etiquette of, as a lord, it is your duty to go up to the woman of your choosing that you wish to ask to a dance, and you politely introduce yourself and give a nice bow before you ask for her hand.
What if it's
So,
What if it's not a lady?
Oh. Well then,
I look at him dead in the eyes and I go, I'm still going to be the lead, though.
Okay, good, okay. I was like, we can adjust things, and I can put my
For the
hand
prince?
on Joey's. That is okay. Where in social status are you in relation to them? If you don't mind me asking.
Several steps beneath.
Several steps beneath. Alrighty. That does put you in an interesting situation, you see, because depending on what he is looking for, then if he's wanting to make a statement, it would be his right to ask you to dance. Or if he is a little more reserved, shall we say, then he may appreciate if you go and ask him to dance. So we'll practice both and test out once you get there which is the more appropriate.
Having seen that skit, I can't.
Yeah, that is 100% Ace. He is like right there.
Having not seen this skit,
Ace is Hitch right now. That is.
All right, I will study dance with Ace. But I will be 100% honest. In Johannes's mind, he's just like, yes, the one who should be being led is Amatrine, because he is the one more desperate in the situation, which is why he had his sister message me. So I have the upper hand in this relationship. Thinking exactly of this weird fusion of autism and nobility, just like, yes, I know where I stand here, kind of. But also, I should be very careful. This is gonna literally knock the entire country on their ass. They're gonna be like, whoa. First off,
It's gonna be an
the
entire
nerd from the Plumet family asked the prince to dance after the prince invited him, but now he's leading?
Well, if this is a masquerade, will they know it's you?
Oh, I mean, it's a masquerade. Like, they'll know. They're gonna be like, who is that man? And when it finally comes out, that's the Plumet nerd? What? How did he get an invite? Why is he walking up to the prince? Why is he talking to the prince and the princess? What's going on? Why is he dancing with the prince? Why is he leading the dance with the prince?
I am
Do
so
it.
excited. This is going to be
Do
so much better
it.
than I ever imagined when I first started planning that wedding.
I just want you to
I am-
know, Elend Venture is kind of who he was built off of in the beginning.
That's the vibes I've been getting.
So much.
Yes. So I'm going to learn everything I can so that I can give him a good night.
All
that
right.
means other things, but okay.
Not to Noctis, or not to Johannes.
You know, Johannes, you're a decent dancer. There wasn't a complete. No, you just need a little more confidence in yourself. That is the whole point of the lead, to be confident.
Well, I know all the steps for this. I'm fairly confident. I just didn't know the steps for the nightmare I had last night. I need to learn those, but you haven't taught me that
Oh,
yet.
Well, then what is this nightmare that you had? Maybe I can assist.
DM, I want to try and remember the steps and not realize I'm remembering the steps as I try and show him the dance that's from my dream, whether or not it's a real dance or not.
Absolutely. Make me a performance check.
Oh, don't
And
worry.
specifically the one you didn't know the steps to as well.
I know, that's why it's funny. Oh my gosh.
What did you get?
Higher level.
Sorry. It's a natural 20. My performance.
On a natural 20.
My performance is only a
You-
+1.
Okay. Ace, you're watching this, trying to figure out what is happening because it is a bizarre experience. He is essentially showing you what would the equivalent would be like a fancy, gussied up version of the hokey pokey. This is like nothing. This is not going to happen at a royal wedding.
What event was this for?
No, we were at the wedding, and this is the dance they were all
Oh,
doing. But I don't know the other half of it.
This is a wedding that you are attending.
Oh yes, it's the royal wedding.
Well, have you ever been to a anything royal before?
No. Well, I mean, technically I was there once, but
Okay.
I was in the building, but I wasn't in the room. I was in the library. So yes,
Oh, okay.
but no.
All right. Alrighty, that's just no problem. I know that we have just met, but I will assure you that is not something that is taught to children when they're about 2 to 3 years old. That is not a royal dance that would be held unless someone was pulling a prank. I believe that people call them like flash mobs. That's kind of a new thing happening with some of the younger princedoms and things of that nature. They sticking it to their family, as they might say, and it's usually when the wedding is not meant to go quite well. But I would bet this pinky finger that they did not do that dance at the royal wedding.
I go, oh, thank gosh. And I just turn around and walk away. I'm like, oh, thank gosh, I know how to dance. And I'm just like,
If he didn't take the bet, I think I'm fine. I really hope they don't do the dance at that wedding. I've already lost this pinky twice.
I will clarify.
Take a look at your pinky and make a perception check.
I purposely
Okay.
did not take that bet because I was
Oh, wonderful.
like, I can never trust anything going into one of these things.
Perception is an 11.
Your pinky like twinges a little and you're a little concerned.
Ooh. Alrighty then. Well, I guess if they start to, we can always do the Trovolone shake. And he'll just like,
Ace doesn't realize the power that he's given Johannes in the fact that Johannes could initiate that dance and make you lose your pinky.
Ace is like flipping the coin. You know that the coin trick where you flip it between your fingers and it makes it disappear. And he's like, that will be really difficult if I don't have a pinky. Johannes, and he's just going to start running after him. You didn't agree to this bet, correct? I need it in verbiage.
I mean, you said that it shouldn't happen, which should be good enough for you. As long as you have hope that it won't happen, then you should be fine.
I always have hope.
That's good. Because if I really didn't want you to have that pinky, I could have said, I take the bet. And then I could initiate the dance with Prince Ametrine, and then, since if I get the prince and the princess to do it, everyone would have to do it.
Ace's mouth is just, it's on the ground. Oh, we have much to work on. And he's going to grab onto you and pull you back and just keep practicing, realizing we are in trouble with the skills you have, and
At this point, can I wake up and make a perception check to see everything?
You could have woken up during this. I'm so sorry, anyone who thought they were forced to be asleep during that. You could be awake.
Everyone is forced to be asleep.
I look over at what's happening. It's like, okay, Johannes, why are you taking the lead?
Do you say that?
Yeah.
I will look Noctis dead in the eyes, and I will go, because I will always take the lead.
But you're
He's having a
low
problem.
social standing.
Yes,
that's not the only
but-
thing that's low. His hand seems to slip down quite often.
but
It's
I am.
You're grabbing his cheeks, Johannes.
Yes, but I may be lower in social status, but he is higher in desire.
Noctis, you know how to dance, correct?
Yeah.
So like, all right, Johannes, just watch, and I will bow to you and ask, may I have the stats? And I will go through all the steps to show Johannes what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah,
You might be more of a
performance check,
visual
actually.
learner,
Yeah, roll
Johannes,
check.
instead of a hands-on
Oh, wow.
learner. Maybe that's what
Noctis is being led
step
around
my
like
own-
a sack of
No, I
potatoes.
step on my own
Exhausted?
tail. I step on my own tail. Ah!
The tail, his tail pops out. We realize it hasn't been attached this whole time.
No, that's still there. If I want to disguise, I can just tuck it in my pants. That's how that works. That does not pop out.
Yeah, it's definitely been, roughly
35
35 years since Noctis has danced.
Ace wants to, like, catch him gracefully before he falls on his face.
Ace is definitely carrying this performance.
And I'm just trying to show him what this looks like.
You turn it into a dip, and I blush. I'm like, oh.
Give you a little wink. Oh,
Well,
is everyone
I'm
attending
not
this?
safe.
Here, make a perception check.
Okay, I make a perception check. Okay.
And Ace and Johannes and anyone else who woke up, which sounds like Welby has been observing.
I rolled a natural 1.
Incredible!
That's because
I
I
got a
rolled that
4
nat
first,
20
next.
last round. You
Wow.
I'm awake.
You said perception?
Oh,
Wow, we are great, guys. We are
Here,
great. Nothing's gonna go wrong.
I got a 23. We're fine.
Incredible.
I think it is incredible.
I'm watching with I'm with Beatrice and we're both watching.
Mama Kent and Johannes are the only ones who notice there is quite an audience of this entire thing.
Do they
Some
look
of them, I think,
annoyed
probably
or
have been watching
entertained?
since Johannes was dancing. A bunch of them are kids watching you. They're not annoyed. People are entertained by this. Are trying really hard to be quiet about it and not like laugh or do anything to make their observation known.
DM,
Once you notice that, you notice a ton of people have like essentially paused in whatever they're doing to watch, and kids are just sitting there to watch like a regular audience.
DM,
I look over at you. I haven't noticed this, but I look over at Johannes and see he's taking the lead.
I'm not
and this is
looking
the
at
role
you
you're
anymore.
supposed to be in.
I'm walking towards someone. I want to see someone who looks like they want to join, but is not brave enough to, and I'm going to invite them to dance. So can I like perceive?
Ooh.
How would I do this?
Make an insight check.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, I got +5, so that's a 19.
Okay, sure. Let's see who's here. That might be interested in joining this display. Are you like looking for someone closer to your own like age/maturity level, or
not
are
at
you
all.
going for like the kids?
I'm going for whoever looks like they want to join.
Any of the kids. Well, except all right, most of the kids look
Except
like
the
they would be
grandkids.
interested. there's Riley. Kit does not look like he wants to join. He is playing guard dog from up a tree. And then a couple of the kids don't look interested. There is the third grandchild, the oldest one, and Mabel. They don't look interested in joining. But there's Riley. There are those elven triplets that you've noticed before. Or any of the other kids. Barley the turtle is like tapping his foot to
Oh, I go for Barley the turtle.
and he's actually Barley is rummaging as you approach him. He pulls out an accordion. He's like, I've got just the thing.
Oh, this is wonderful.
I was going
I
to
love
ask you to dance, but if you're going to play music, I'll find a new...
My partner is the accordion.
I look at the
Oh my
accordion and
goodness.
I say, you're lucky. And I go and I look for another target.
Music added to this as Barley starts to play a jaunty little tune that does fit perfectly with the dance you guys were doing. He seems to have taken note of what sort of beats you would need and picked a tune to match.
Beatrice is just rolling around because she is the kind of beats. No, that was a bad joke. I'm so sorry.
I glance over at Beatrice and I go, you can go.
He's dancing.
Oh, Ace immediately starts dancing with Beatrice.
You drop Noctis.
No, I just like
I think he twirls me
gracefully-
away.
I gracefully like pass him to some other. I probably, if like Creed is there, I'm trying, like, I don't know if he's gathered, but I'd twirl him into Creed.
Creed is not close enough for that to happen.
Oh man, okay, fine. I'll
He
just
would-
twirl
he
him
would
into like.
Drop him so fast.
I'll twirl him just
Creed
into the
would
next
watch him fall to the ground.
to the next person.
I would
that's
like
next.
to make a deck save to not fall to the ground.
Sure. Make a dex save to see who you end up with in this.
But what's the anti-help action? No.
You want to trick him?
Dex. Okay.
No,
Trip attack.
I'm looking for someone
That's a
to
27.
dance.
That's a 27. I'm good.
He pops
that's
his
pretty
wings
good.
out and
You-
flies.
Oh gosh. You are dancing with Riley.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I would like to do like a slower, like age appropriate thing for her, like almost like a father daughter kind of dance sort of thing.
Yeah, you're not doing any romantic couple dancing with your granddaughter.
Grandpa, this is gross.
Who is 9.
Yeah, I'll be walking her through like the waltz, like
Her feet are just on top of yours.
basically.
Oh my gosh. Yes, it's so cute. I love it. Okay, and Johannes, you still can find someone. I know Barley ended up with the accordion, but there are plenty of other people around. Would you be seeking out anyone in particular, any kind of person in particular than this? There seem to be a lot of people interested in joining, especially now that there's music.
I will go for whoever looks the most interested, who is in close vicinity to Barley once the music has started, since that's where I am.
You kind of like do that, like you're beelining and then you like turn because they're like, oh, she's got a partner. Let me right here.
Yeah, it's like when you go for a handshake and that person is actually not going for a handshake, and so you just do the awkward like, oh, I was reaching for this, so I'm gonna try and recover and do that.
Sure. You end up dancing with a woman here who is I believe you guys saw her earlier around the campfire, the yellow-skinned tiefling woman who is here. She's in her early 20s.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll dance with her.
Sort of raises her eyebrows. She's like, all right, you're full of surprises.
I'm finding that
Is
out
Maud-
lately.
Is Ma dancing or around?
I mean, I was watching.
Ace will just try and get you to dance too, just to try and help cheer you up. He'll walk over and ask for your hand. It's probably, I'm assuming it's like a jolly tune.
It sounds like a jolly tune to everybody else, but like for her, it's like 3 octaves lower on the piano, and it's just a dirge.
I think she's, I don't know, mixed feelings because I don't know, there's like the ritual of death and like how long you stay with the body and stuff. So I think she kind of looks, but then This is all going on close enough to Kel, I think, well, to Kel's body that she'll accept.
Okay. Ace will just try and... He's just smiling, trying to help liven the spirit.
Awesome. I love it. Welby, are you dancing?
No, I am
Just checking.
watching the heck out of it, though.
Yeah, this turned from a
actually-
nobility dance tutoring session to a community jig.
Yeah.
I'm still teaching
thing
Riley
is-
the noble dance.
Love it.
Welby is actually currently fantasizing about having enlarged cast on him and dancing with Puma.
Especially now that you
Oh,
know
that's so
I can do
cute.
it.
True.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Like, look,
that
he
is
had the
adorable.
experience of having enlarged cast on him at one point. So he knows that magic can do that.
Wait till you find out that I can cast Reduce.
Welby has no desire to change his spouse.
No, or just make the difference more apparent.
Haha, look how small you are now.
All they're like some.
No.
No.
Oh. Love
Hey,
it.
can you maintain concentration on that all night?
I'm going over here now.
Incredible. All right. Eventually, the music dies down. Barley puts away his accordion and people start to disperse. Riley is sort of hanging around still with you, Noctis. And she keeps shooting her brother in the tree, looks as if she's trying to get him to go away. He's not. She just looks up at you and she's like, he doesn't like you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Just did.
It's about your family.
Okay.
Do you think if they knew about Kit, do you think they would come and take him away?
Looking at the kids that I've seen so far, is Kit the only? He's not the only one who has wings, is he?
He is the only of your grandchildren who has wings. The only others who have wings are the changeling children.
I thought the oldest one also had wings because he was the one who kind of
No.
puffed up and puffed his wings out when we first arrived.
No, that was Kit.
That was Kit. Oh, okay, I thought that was the oldest one.
hmm Only the middle child has wings.
Can I make a history check? I mean, this is kind of a niche thing to see if they would go and get like a member of a disgraced family. My inclination is that they wouldn't, but I wanna make sure I'm telling the truth to her.
Sure. Make a history check. You can have advantage since this is about your family.
Okay. 22.
Okay. This is sort of a unique situation. There's not like a standard protocol that would cause them to do that. The only reason that would happen would be if external forces sort of initiated it. If they had some kind of tactical reason. to
Or if a
do
lot of
that.
them died off or something like that.
Right, if there was, for some reason, a sudden, lack of other family members for some reason, or in this case, you can imagine that if Creed was becoming a problem or something like that, they might do something of that nature.
And Noctis is also thinking about his future plans. Can I also make a perception check, or maybe an insight check into the other tieflings that I've seen in camp? Or
Sure.
other people, in case, they might be spies?
Yeah, you can do an insight check for that.
Good. If they are being deceitful, I mean, I'll let you roll this if I get the 8. The
Mhm.
get to count the rolls at 8 or not. But if not, it's a 16. If yes, then it's an 18.
You haven't seen anybody here that seems to be likely a spy. Everybody here seems pretty genuine in who they are, and people seem comfortable enough here that you don't think that there are spies about, especially with someone like Mabel around who would probably tip people off to that.
Right. Okay. Under normal circumstances, no, because he is a member of my family. They wouldn't want to go out to a member of a disgraced family and take one of them, because that would potentially cause a lot of issues. But it's not impossible, especially if a lot of weird things were to happen. Let's like if a lot of the winged ones from the house were to be killed, for instance. There would be a strange circumstance, but that would be one where they might do it. But I would think very much no.
She nods, looking a little disappointed. You can tell she kind of wanted a way more definitive no, that could never happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should look over at Kit, and I look over and then I look back to Riley. If you both get very good at hiding or sneaking, you'll be hard to find. If they ever come looking.
Yeah. I guess. That says hiding from him just makes it worse, though.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, you like potions, don't you?
Mhm.
Your grandmother can make a potion that makes a person seem dead when they're really not, even when examined by magic.
Oh.
Yeah. She's really good at that. So, if you're really worried about something like that happening, that's a good option too.
But I don't know how to do that.
You could learn.
How? I mean, unless you're going to teach me.
I'm trying to relearn my alchemy skills, and I wouldn't want to try and make something like that in case I make just a poison. So I'm not gonna do that.
I guess I can ask Jessamine, but I feel like if she knew how to do that, she would have talked about it.
How often does Grandma come? Is Grandma in contact with you guys?
Well, we would just send letters. I've never met her.
Well, she's very lovely.
That's what Dad says. He can't, talk to her, so.
Oh. Well,
You don't
he
really
might be
visit.
able to talk to her now.
What?
Maybe. There's a possibility.
Oh. What happened?
Noctis again doesn't want to lie to this child.
Who opened this box?
A little while ago, I got in trouble, and your grandma decided, out of her own volition, to help me. And then she left Theba. So, I don't know what my family would have done in response. But if they don't want her coming back legally, they may have made it so she's not noble.
Okay.
You can tell this child is actually low-key terrified by this prospect of what's going on.
Is she okay?
Yeah, we sent a message to her yesterday, and she responded.
She did? I didn't know this.
Or was it? Yeah. Was it when you were gone?
Yeah, it
Yes.
was, and it was kind of like
Yeah.
low code. But
Yeah, it was a
So
coded message.
I don't remember. Did I do this around everyone, or did I just do this with?
I think it was relatively private.
Yeah, that one was
but not
private.
maybe new. Not the contents of the message, but
I wouldn't have relayed the contents to Noctis unless I had been told that was fair or possible, because I know that. Yeah.
I keep talking to Riley. You know, your grandma would be really hard to be caught. You know, I like disguises, but your grandma's maybe even better.
Okay. I guess you. All right. Okay. That's good. I think.
Your grandma and I met because we were the best people in Theba at disguises at the time.
Just imagining her as Carmen Sandiego now.
We could totally do that.
Is this even what you really look like?
Yeah, this is.
Uh,
Here, and I take out like a little makeup pad, and I dab my face to like wipe away if there was makeup there, and like nothing comes off.
she reaches out for the makeup pad.
I give it to her.
She scrubs your face way too hard just
Ow.
to check and see.
Ow!
okay, it is just your skin.
It is turning red, but
Sorry.
that's because you're scrubbing really hard.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you might be lying.
That's fair. Trust but verify is what I like to call it.
So my mom says.
Yep.
All right.
By the
well,
way,
Hmm?
what is your oldest brother's name?
Leo?
Leo? Okay. He hasn't introduced himself to me yet.
No, he doesn't talk to a lot of people, especially like you.
That's fair. Well, I would like to talk to him. If he doesn't want to talk, that's fine. And you don't have to be a messenger for me or anything.
I mean, he talks to me just fine, so I could tell him something.
Okay.
But he's kind of. I don't know if he'll want to talk to you. He's kind of scared of. You know.
I tuck my wings really small.
You want me to tell him something?
Just, yeah, that if he's willing, then I would love to talk to him. If not, then I don't want to pressure him.
I'll tell him.
Thank you.
But yeah, no promises.
I put my arms out as for a hug, if she's willing.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, I think I only have +1 to this. I do. Okay.
Come on.
Someone help me.
Hit that nat 20.
Someone give me advantage, please.
I trip him. No.
14.
Not
He
bad.
considers it for a moment and then gives you a very quick hug.
I can die happy now.
He comes out of nowhere and just starts beating you to death.
Oh yeah, Kel's just like, I heard you can die. Boom.
When she leaves, you notice Kit also leaves from his guard dog position up in the tree.
Okay. And I go rejoin everyone.
Sure thing. Does anyone else have anything they want to have gotten up to today before I take us along?
I think I'll ask Ace how did this all start?
Why was there a morning rave?
Well, you see, your friend there, Lord Johannes, he, well, I guess wanted to brush up on his skills. I didn't know the full information when we started. I think I'd overheard you guys say something about a party, and I don't know, it was the party. And so I, of course, had to make sure that he was prepared in all of his ways. And then I think he's more of a... He doesn't necessarily seem like he's the hands-on learner. He probably does better visually.
Hands on you, though, sir.
Well, yes, that's why I stopped, and it wasn't working very well, and then I got Noctis involved, hoping that if he saw Noctis and I, then he'd catch up on it, and, well, then Johannes tried to dance with other people, and I was like, well, here we go, and I turned it into a party, and I flung Noctis all the way over into somebody else. Kind of was wishing it was Creed, but that didn't work out. Probably wouldn't have actually been the best to do that, now that I'm thinking about that. So I'm grateful it didn't happen. But, yeah, I didn't see you dancing. Are you alright? I mean, I understand everybody grieves differently, but even the boy's mother was dancing with me for a moment, so... Were you and the boy close?
That was not my concern, but...
Oh.
It,
Oh, I see. I see it in your eyes. You're
I
a man in love, and only dance with
my
one woman.
wife.
Ah, wife.
Yes.
And what is her name?
Her name is Puma.
What a lovely name. She chose a strapping young man such as yourself. She must be quite the catch, as they say.
I certainly think so.
Love to meet her one day.
I get the feeling that you are wanting to, and this is not my place to say, I get the feeling that you want to come along with us, or that such would be convenient.
Convenient? Yeah. Well, what I really want to do is be part of that party. It's just something that itches at my brain whenever I hear there's going to be a party and I haven't been invited. I must invite myself, knowing that there's someone that has been invited. I would say that's a good way of getting in. However, that's just me making up excuses. People here at the camp, I think they want me gone. It's they're polite about it, very kind, but I think they see me as a bit of a troublemaker, especially with what happened with Provolone. And
Understandable, sir.
I mean, it's only been a couple of days, so they could turn back at any point if they did catch the Fletchers. Safety in numbers. I hate to impose myself upon all of you, but I don't. There was the point that your friend Johanna said he might know who I am. I need to talk to him more about that. Some way of getting rid of this whole Fae name thing. Getting rid of Fae curses can always be such an issue. There's always something that I'm sure.
It sounds practiced, sir.
I mean, when you lose a name and kind of identity with that, yeah, that's frustrating.
Well, you You say it's a frustrating thing with these sorts of things. Sir, have you gone through this before?
Losing my name? Not remembering my name?
Yes, or recovering from fey curses was your
Well, I mean,
long words you used.
if you deal with the Fae long enough, you try to learn about them so you don't find yourself in a situation like me. Sometimes the bets are just too good, and you lose. I don't know. I thought I had the hand that was going to win. But I don't necessarily, I'm not an expert at breaking fake curses. If I was, I wouldn't be in this situation. It's been, I can't even remember how many years now since I've lost my name. But,
Yes, sir. Oh.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, this is, if you talk to anybody who is anybody, they all know me as just Ace. Doesn't seem like many people remember me either, so probably something to do with people's memories being wiped out.
You do
But
sound somewhat recently traveled, though, sir.
I travel here and there and back and forth, and I guess I didn't speak with you about this, did I? No, I spoke with your friends. Maybe it would be just better to talk instead of... Yes, let's do that. Let's me talk with your entire party. Much rather have a name for all of you instead of just calling you a party, but... I mean, maybe you are a party of people, but, doesn't really look that way just by everybody's moods.
So far, any group names that we have come up with that have something to do with a pun about Beats or Beatrice herself. And
Playing Beats. Just kidding. I leave.
So you guys are very ingrained in beats. How interesting. Well, I would very much just like to talk with your entire cohort, and we can move on from there instead of me just speaking with one or two of you at a time and figuring out what's going on.
well, at this point, sir, it seems like we are waiting for an impetus to leave. I do not know May's grieving process from where she is from. I don't know when that would be complete. And between that and the whims of those in charge of our party, I do not know when we are to leave. But we also have very little to do here. And so I do feel that we would be leaving soon. And we have no reason really to go outside of our sub-camp other than, I guess, supplies or something. So we should be all here most of the time.
Wonderful. Well, when you all have gathered yourselves together, you can just whistle me on over and I will come.
Sir, you could just wait and eventually we will all be there.
Well, but that would be rude. I mean, I guess unless you are giving me permission to do so. I would hate to.
I don't see anything preventing you from doing that, sir.
Well, just manners. If you're not invited into someone's abode, you don't want to just stay there.
Sir, I cannot speak to the manners of the noble-born. As far as I know, you can be where you want, sir.
You see, a lot of nobleborn believe that they can, but even among Winged One society, or there should be a code of morals and ethics, and I feel like
Ethics and morals. Yeah, those are complicated.
you Landlocked are much better at those.
I
intrigues
I've
me.
not traveled well, sir, so better you than me to say.
Well.
But I would feel weird whistling you over, as you say.
Very well, I shall just
I
make myself at
understand.
home, if that is...
Yes, I have nothing against it.
Very well. And Ace will happily skip along as he's making his way to the camp and probably try and find like one of something that is Johannes's. And
Trying to find something that belongs to Johannes.
yeah, like a seat or a stool that's his, and make sure that I show him I could have sat here, but I didn't. Because I have manners.
Interesting. Make a performance check.
Performance. That is what I
What's funny
I
about
thrive
this to
in.
me is
Natural
that
20 for a 28.
Incredible.
I carry everything on my person constantly.
Oh, lovely. Well, there's nothing, so I just like
No, but like somehow with the natural 20, you managed to figure out a place. Johannes is like walking over to sit on somewhere, and you managed to make it obvious that you know where he's about to sit, and you could get there first, but you're choosing not to, so that he can sit in the spot he wanted. And Johannes, you get all of that communicated to you. It's a weird,
like
it's a
I just
very
motion like
weird thing that happened.
kind of hurry over there, the head tilted up high, and walk very quickly. Nod to you. I was given permission, and it seems like you were a little slower, but I'll save this seat for you. There you go.
No, I mean, if you want it, you can have it. And I go and I find a
No,
different
no,
seat,
no.
and I look him dead in the eyes as I sit in the other seat, and I go, this one actually is better.
Oh, I'm so glad you took the more suitable thing for you. Thank you for allowing me to sit in this, and I'll take out my handkerchief and I'll set it over it and sit down.
Okay. Awesome.
Writing in my
has the bigger.
Roan is weird. Scratch out Roan, or erase Roan, and I write Ace.
Everybody, make a perception check for me.
Everybody?
Oh,
Everybody.
I think I've run out of perception magic. It's
Welby.
Welby is busy trying to recover from speaking fancy, and
That's fair.
I also have a 13. Wow.
Wow, 3 13s.
That's interesting. Well,
I can't save up.
everybody who
Wait,
rolled a
Rocket had a 12.
13 so Noctis, Ace, and Johannes. You guys notice as the caravan seems to have come to a decision about where they're going. Because as you remember, yesterday the caravan did not travel. And there was, recovery from the whole Trovolon incident and debate about where to go and what to do. The decision has been made and people are starting to pack up in preparation for traveling as a caravan again. As this starts happening, Creed walks over to your group. Where would so we know Ace and Johannes are sitting near each other. Noctis, where will you be at this point?
I think at this point I'd be looking through our food bags to see if we have something that's not beets that he can snack on.
That's fair. You
He
are
really
rightfully.
I
has-
mean, all the beets are in my bag of holding, so I mean,
He
Okay.
has
Mama
a
can't purchase a
hankering.
variety of food at the last town you guys were in, so you know
including
that there's other food.
beets.
Okay, I
Including
think
meat, but there's other food too.
I'd have
Johannes?
bread, and if we, I don't know if we would have butter, but so maybe like a little piece of cheese on it.
Really, Noctis is subconsciously looking for Noctis treats.
Bread is close enough. It can
Right.
if he imagines hard enough, it's a pastry.
Funnily enough, I bet Abigail saved all the Noctis treats that I had dumped out onto my bed before we left.
They're just in the bottom of the like. How did I got? Yeah, I got like some provisions from Abigail. I think at some point they're just like at the bottom. I didn't know what they were.
That's so funny.
Breed walks over to you guys here as things start to get moving in the caravan. He'll walk up to Johannes and Ace, who are there together. Johannes is here. Noctis, you're welcome to notice this during it, but you're at first getting your food. So, I don't know where you guys are headed from here. I told you guys could stay with us. That's still true. We're going to be heading more east. We're heading out towards the coast.
I love the coast, especially this time of year.
I look at them both and I go, well, we wish you safe travels then. We're heading south.
Right.
I do enjoy the cardinal direction of south also.
looking at the map, DM. So currently, so our group was probably going to be heading back to Galershon, right?
Well,
And then where
we're
is the
stopping
caravan
by the De Plume Manor first, which is in
Yeah,
the
you have to get to the
Glistering
De Plume Manor.
Woods.
Okay, that's fair. Where is the caravan currently in relation to that?
In relation to so the caravan right now is between Neverfall's Keep and the leftmost island in the Halo Islands, in like that little corner of green, light green.
Okay, so they're already east of that position. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna be heading east out towards the coast.
All right, well, yeah, it seems our direction will take us south. Creed, thank you for letting us stay here. I know it's not been easy seeing me, but thank you for your kindness in allowing me to be here and allowing your children to introduce themselves to me, the ones that have.
I figured it should be their decision.
I do love you, and I hope I'll see you again, but it seems we'll part ways today.
Yeah, we have to find somewhere safer to be. Our usual route isn't going to be safe for us anymore, so.
Can I insight check that statement if it's relating to the incident that happened? It's like new information.
Yeah, please insight check that.
Okay. Not that he's lying, so I'm not going to get the.
Yeah. Right. There's no deception.
Sir, I'm
Oh, but it's
curious.
25.
Yeah, this definitely has relation to you. Sense that it's not just that there's more going on, but perhaps at the most recent encounter with Trovalon has been sort of the straw that broke the camel's back in this case.
Some of it's that, some of it's you.
Okay. I don't think there's enough for me to offer any help in that regard immediately, especially seeing that we're leaving. But
he looks at you, and you can tell it's just so difficult for him to have a conversation with you for so many reasons. He's like, just whatever you guys are getting up to, be careful.
will do. And
It's not going to be safe for anybody out here soon.
Is there? I know there was the incident the other night, but it seems is there other things going on as well?
I mean, yeah. For anybody who's paying really close attention, you can tell things are heating up. The Fletchers are making more moves, and the people that hate them are trying to stop them. Look, whatever your opinions of the Fletchers, kind of glances at the multiple winged ones around here. He's like, they know what they want, and they're
That's what they do.
gonna fight for it. I can't get involved in that fight.
Why not?
So,
No, well, because he has people he has to take care of
Uh,
that would get
yeah, a lot of
injured.
reasons. I've got my kids. I've got with the caravan is. We are not hiding, and we are not a fortress. We are non-threatening. That's what we have going for us. We are non-threatening. I couldn't help them if I wanted to. I'm too known by the. I'm too easily found. I'm too easily taken care of. So I couldn't get involved even if I wanted to, even if I didn't have my kids to think about.
That's fair.
DM, so I'm not going to ask him about this, but I do know
Mhm.
the rune on his wing prevents him from flying. The one on his tongue prevents him from speaking to nobles. Can I insight the one? He has one on his forehead too, right?
Yes,
Can I insight or intelligence that
that
one?
would be like an Arcana check.
I was gonna say, you should have just asked, Johannes.
I might ask you later, but I'm looking at it right now. So, 15.
You sense that one is, if you recall, when you asked him how he found out that you were alive previously, and he said he couldn't say, that was not the same thing as the one on his tongue, because that one's about not being able to speak in front of ruling houses. So the one on his forehead is keeping information inside his mind.
Oh, that he's not allowed to divulge. Okay.
Yeah, there are things he cannot divulge.
Okay. I don't stare at it too long. I just glance and then.
Whatever side you guys are on, be careful.
Will do.
Careful is my middle name. Or at least I think it was.
Sure. Well, good luck with whatever you
Mamakan
guys
is
are
just
doing.
Out of habit, offers a jar of beets in parting.
Hmm.
Thanks.
Did he say
Did you
thanks or
guys-
no thanks?
He said thanks after
Okay.
a moment of debating whether he should accept this or not. Do you guys need anything? Is there before we?
Yes. Take care of your children and your people. That's it.
And then also, I'm gonna if we're low on supplies, I'm gonna buy them. So.
Okay. Right.
But I don't know if I would do that with him right here, but I might do
No,
that.
no,
right
that's-
before we leave.
Creed departs. This conversation ends.
Okay. I'm just imagining in my head like a Skyrim thing where you like, okay, I want to trade, and then just like a trade menu pops up with the person as I'm talking to them.
You're rummaging through their pockets in the middle of a conversation.
Someone's eating
Here's
unholy
13
amounts of cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, is there anything in particular? Are you just going to restock on some supplies? I guess Mama Kent recently got food, so you guys aren't low on food.
I might buy 2 more daggers.
Sure. Okay. Let me go look how much that's going to cost you. Anybody
I'm not
else
getting
want to make
fancy
a
ones this
purchase from the
time.
caravan?
These ones are normal ones.
I don't have anything I would do. I don't think anyone here is going to have any spells that I'm going to need or anything like that, so
Noctis,
Yes.
I couldn't help but tell that there seemed to be some tension between you two. Is everything alright?
I just like stifle a laugh, and I look at him and I go, "All right," and I walk away.
I look you dead in the eyes and say I killed his father.
Oh,
I like stop
Wow.
hearing that, and I turn around and I just go,
that is.
It's not wrong.
I like turn back around. I'm like,
But I guess your name does.
Just kidding. I am his father.
No, I put two and two together, and it's not the man that you were, and not the man that he was expecting you to be, and so he had been murdered, and you're someone new now. Does that
I mean-
about summarize it?
Fair, but the more things change, the more things stay the same. I would say.
That, unfortunately, is the truth of life. Although I bet you did murder someone. I could hear it in your voice, but
I've
with
killed
a-
lots of people, man. You gotta be.
Kill lots of people.
I mean, with the last name Murder, sure, it doesn't surprise me that you've killed many a man, woman, possibly even a child.
No.
I'm not here to. No children. No, unless you have some morals. Well, I'm sorry for. I was just. I point things out when I see them, and that was just. That was awkward. So, I just wanted to. Just wanted to understand.
That's fair.
You all are. Chess was right. You are quite the group. This is very. How did you all come to meet? I must ask more. But it seems like people are getting ready to leave. We can ask questions later and find out more about each other as time progresses.
All right. As you guys are preparing to depart the caravan's preparing to depart. Before you go your separate ways, Riley does run back over to you guys, right basically as the caravan is about to leave. She runs over to you, Noctis, to hand you something. She hands you, it looks like it's a necklace or bracelet of some kind made out of a twine that she has looped around 3 different rocks. She's like, this is for you.
Oh, thank you. What's this?
This one's me. She points out a little purple rock, and this one's Kit, and this one is Leo.
I hold them. I'm trying so hard not to cry. And I'll dig through my bag really quick, trying to find something. Oh, and then he'll pull out an unmarked handkerchief, but one that's like clearly like embroidered, like
Okay.
with decorative, but one without his initials.
Right.
And I'll give that to her. We usually give these when kids learn their first dance.
Thanks. I did know how to dance before, but I still want this.
Okay. I was wondering, you were very good actually, so.
Yeah. My mom taught me.
Oh, wonderful. That's awesome. Well, this is yours, and I will treasure these.
Okay. Well, I hope we see you again sometime.
I hope I see you too. I'll make sure that we can.
And my mom says a lot of good things, but one thing she says is, relationships are like plants in a garden. If you don't take care of them, they wither up into nothing. I
That's
think
very true.
that's what happened with you and my dad.
Yeah.
So you just have to plant a new seed. That
Okay.
means you can't not take care of it for a long time again, or it'll die again. So you have to come back and water it. Or so, I don't know what I'm saying.
I know
way
what you're
better
saying.
at this.
Very wise.
I get it.
Good. Don't tell my dad I said that. I don't think he. Yeah.
Okay.
But if he really didn't want you here, you would not have been here.
I bet your creed seems extremely competent.
Yes.
I will see you again. I love you.
She like awkwardly shakes your hand and then walks away.
How old is she?
She's 9.
Ace is just gonna like do a Gandalf and toss a few playing cards out in front of her, and they're gonna explode into like butterflies and flowers.
She loves that. Are they real butterflies and flowers, or these illusions?
I think these are illusions.
She tries to catch one of the butterflies, which she's very good at, so immediately discovers it's an illusion. She's like, oh, well, it's pretty.
Noctis is just thinking you lied to my granddaughter.
No, like they didn't look like butterflies. Like it was like Gandalf, you know, like you could see like the explosion and precedent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no like trying to lie. It was
No,
very
I know.
clear.
It's just Noctis's internal monologue.
Oh god, no.
Incredible. Yeah, so you part ways with the caravan. You guys are headed south. I have to remember the directions for a minute.
I think Kel's still laid out in the wagon.
That's true, yeah. You can
Yeah.
have him in the wagon.
Yeah. I will just say, I feel like probably like the grieving process, like the first 24 hours is like, that's when the soul could still be there, like before it's moved on.
Mhm.
So you don't leave the body alone. And then after that, it's more for the people who are, you know, grieving. But then May's like, I've been told that his soul hasn't moved on. So I don't know how this changes things. So
Love that. She's like, but it still hasn't moved on. But it's probably not here.
right, we're just like, well, let's just keep him, you know, in sight for now.
Awesome. Well, it's getting close to 10. Is there anything you guys would like to do on your travels here before we wrap up? Or anything of the night?
Not on my watch.
Nothing
Alright.
from me.
Well, we will end here, and next week we will pick up with our travel through the Glistering Woods to De Plume Manor. As the weather turns cold, and there starts to be a thick layer of frost in the mornings here.
Can it just be like a Utah winter where we're having 70
No,
degrees
it's
and it's
bad.
nice?
This is bad. We're all gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah, this
Well,
is in modern Utah. This didn't used to be.
I was meaning like Ace prefers the warm weather, so to have it be warm, that would be awesome.
Tough luck. It's winter.
I'm putting
Man.
the rocks in my inventory as gems, as 3 gems.
Oh,
Okay.
They're
They are
listed as
definitely
5,000
just-
gold, but they are just
No.
rocks.
Yeah, they're definitely just like 3 rocks she picked up maybe from a riverbed.
They are, to
That
him,
just
they
happened
are
to
very
match-
much gems.
They do, as you look at them, they do match the skin tones of each of your grandchildren.
So they are. So I know one was like purplish, right?
She is lavender.
Lavender. Okay.
Kit is red, and then
Leo has a skin tone like his mother's, which is rather human, light-skinned.
Okay. Good to know.
Right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. We got
Thank you for
everybody
the
on
session.
road.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I've been looking at the genealogy, guys. If Ace is who I suspect, he'll be just fine at the party if people figure out who he is.
Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's for you.
Which way-
That's for you and the DM to figure out.
Oh boy, I'm so scared.
But I'm a lot less worried about you getting caught if you do sneak in.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And I'm there to be like, oh no, actually this is this person. And they'd be like, what? And I'm like, cousin of this person.
It has some validity, that's what I'm...
Roan's parents are in prison for being traitors, so
Yeah.
that is worth considering.
Yes, but would Johannes think of it that way? Depends on how Ace has been acting. So, not... No. You don't need to arrest
I mean, he
him
did
for
just
that.
say...
His parents are
he did
traitors.
Yes, he did just save you from trying to do the hokey pokey in front of everyone, so...
He did keep you from trying to do hokey pokey at the wedding,
You're welcome.
which is pretty funny.
That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Man, I'm
Awesome.
just imagining how the stink is gonna go when I'm like, I don't know, I'm leading Amethyst or leading Ametrine, and everyone else is like, no, someone stop him. What's going on?
I am so excited for this wedding. I am so excited for it. It's so been worth planning it from session 1.
Oh
It'd be
dear.
interesting figuring out. Well, I'm like logistics because I'm like I think Small Village is further away than Garishon, so it's like
So the way it'll probably go is we'll stop by. If you look at the map, we'll stop by the De Plume Manor. I'll get fitted. I'll communicate with my parents, and we'll move on from there. That way, the outfit can be made and transported to Galershon. From there, we'd go to Small Village. Lay your...
where is the going across? Because we had to cross the river that one time.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to cross the river regardless. If you look at... Oh, hold up.